And hi guys, welcome back, Murray here. We are playing Gary Grigsby War, the German campaign. Right now turn 9, we have already done Army Group North, and today we'll be doing with Army Group Center, our greatest place and greatest moment to defeat the Soviet Union. It's the only place the Soviet Union still has a chance to stop us, and we will not let it happen. Thanks guys for being with me, for bearing all my stumbling and the problems with speech, but with each video I hopefully make some progress, and I'm trying to pay more and more attention to the way I speak. And also I'm getting used to speaking in English, because I was once very fluent in speech, but after a few years of not using the spoken language, only the written, I have a bit forgotten and lost my great English accent. Instead, I now employ the tragic Eastern European accent or Central European accent, but hopefully it's gonna be better, or maybe not worse in the future. Okay, so let's try with the Moscow operation. According to my predictions, we will not be able to encircle Moscow this turn, because if we look at our movement points, these are very low numbers, really low numbers, but they're getting higher and higher. I could do something like this, that I go back with my mobile formation so they receive more fuel, and then I go forward, not using as much movement points because all those hexes are already converted, and or I can just wait to receive like 20 more movement points next turn, probably, or not, or yes. And I don't know which tactic should I employ. What I know is that I should move the infantry forward, but also not forget to screen my central front line. To the screening duty, we will assign some backwater blue corps that are late to the front and cannot do much right now. For example, parts of this corps, maybe. Let's place the divisions around here. This for now. So the Soviets will not break through deeper and deeper into my conquered lands. And the main issue is that I'm transporting fuel and supplies through these lands, so I cannot let them lengthen my supply lines. Just bring the HQ a bit up. And let's see, I'll probably send one more infantry formation to these locations. Okay, maybe something like that. 17 is quite a high number. It's quite a high number, and I'm a bit scared. Okay. I'm a bit scared. Maybe I should employ one more division. This motorized division receives 0 fuel over and over again. Or maybe place the brigade. Okay, let's do something like this. Let's place the brigade here, and let's place the division here. So we secure the emplacements, the defensive emplacements force, and the force quite greatly increase our defensive strength, and it allows us to use the infantry in a forward position. Example here. Division here, and this division is 95 defensive value, so I will leave it there. I wonder if I can do actually some pushes. Maybe with this division. We have one more here and one more here. This formation maybe I should place. I have one regiment here, and the regiment was not attacked last time. Now it has 6 defensive value, and it's still enough against those 3 formations. So maybe this let's place this division here, and let's recuperate the regiments together maybe. Okay, I could use those 2 regiments to attack this division, maybe this regiment, yeah, maybe this regiment. So let's do this. Okay, it's not enough. It's not enough. Okay, too bad. We have one more division, and let's place it in a threatening position. And here, let's bring the Panzer Division back in the hope of more fuel next turn. Let's use the air transport mode to drop some additional fuel. Okay, and transport here, and transport here. I think maybe one transport here, or not. The transport planes are, well, not really. They don't transport much fuel. They transport some, but not that much. Okay, we have a cavalry brigade. We can use it to screen our flanks. And I think the northern part is okay. I will maybe do something like this. I will pull the HQ a bit back, so I have one more division. Okay, very good. this core is responsible for that defense. Maybe next turn or this turn I will reorganize the formations here a bit. I pulled back one core, I maybe should pull back another core a bit. Okay, so it receives more fuel, maybe. I don't know if it works like this. Hopefully it does. We'll see how much fuel we get next turn. Okay, so now the southern part. The southern part, let's fly. I've flown the recon missions because for the southern part I see quite an opportunity to drive at least a little bit. We have some movement points. 20, 30 is okay. And the Soviet resistance doesn't look very solid. The line has some weak spots, so we could at least try to exploit it. I wonder if 20 is actually enough to displace this division with a hasty attack. Let's see. It was enough. Very well. Very well. We could use formations for further attack. It is this formation. Do a deliberate attack on the flank. Deliberate attacks are really powerful. Even though, if I pause it, even though my CV actually dropped a little bit, it was no match to the enemy CV. Well, the enemy CV was no match to mine. The question is, how does the number here, the number CV here, correspond with the numbers of the CV that has been printed on the counter? Because the numbers here actually decide on the result of the combat. But the numbers on the counters, basing on these numbers, we decide if we engage the combat or we don't engage the combat. General rule is that I should have more than 2 against 1 enemy point of combat value. But these numbers do not correspond with what's printed in the counter, and also the difference between hasty and deliberate attack influence the CV value. But how? How? Is it a magic trick? Maybe. Here we have 11 defensive value, so I would gladly use a deliberate attack against, and probably 2 divisions. Maybe these 2 divisions. Because I wouldn't like to risk. I would like to risk the failure of an attack. Let's bring the HQ forward. And let's assault. Okay. We can use these divisions to secure our flanks. And we need some more, some further attacks. This division is useless now. I can use it to attack the tank division, but it fails. But it has used up the reserve activation of the security regimen, which was not bad. I doubt if I can maybe attack over the river using the derby attack. It's quite improbable, but I could maybe use a hasty attack. One formation and then the other. Let's see if it works. I'm not sure we'll be able to attack again. But this position is quite strong, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's quite strong. I could use a derby attack in this formation. Capture a lot of fuel. I should have moved the mobile division here first. Let's search for a formation that could do a derby attack as well. We will try it from two different hexes using two different cores, unfortunately, but it succeeds. See if one hasty attack is enough. Yes, it's enough to displace the security regiment. Do we have any more available formations to do some hasty attacks? I doubt it. Unfortunately, I doubt it. We can make sure that the gap is quite wide. And flanks are secure. Let's do a little bit attack on this formation, maybe. And then occupy the hex. And let's do some derivative attack. No, maybe not derivative attacks, but hasty attack on the security. The security. There are more units there. Oops. Oops. Interesting. Interesting. Cavalry, maybe? Maybe cavalry? 25? Is it gonna be enough? No, the cavalry is assigned to the army group itself. We can reassign it to this core, maybe. It's 47. 47. This one. Okay. And let's push the HQ up a bit also. And let's try. Maybe a hasty attack is enough. No. Totally not enough. Unfortunately, there is a rifle division dug in here. But okay. We will need to displace the cavalry, the pesky cavalry, and to support the attack. Let's use one more tank division. I forgot to push the HQ up, fortunately. Okay, let's place some infantry. Let's get the stations here. 80 artillery brigade. Interesting. How our tanks are able to deal with an 80 artillery brigade. Okay, I guess. Let's capture some fuel. Let's capture some fuel. Let's push them further. Okay, shattered and routed. Here, actually. And let's see how does the situation look. I wonder if it's a combat unit. It probably is, because, or maybe it's two stacked airfields. Let's see. It's a powerful combat unit, okay. And we have our final Panzer Division. We were quite close to actually finishing the encirclement. We are quite close. But then I don't think I should go gung-ho on the encirclement, but I would be mostly pleased if I can occupy the I can produce a bridgehead over the Moskva River, because if the enemy puts 3 stacks over the Moskva River, then we're gonna be have a hard time. We could even divide the formation. These are powerful, quite powerful units. Okay, this may be something like this. And let's push the infantry. Provide some security. I have an infantry division here. We'll use this this formation to maybe screen our northern flank. And the rest goes deep. Use some more screening force. Some maybe flanking force, so the enemy pulls back from Kaluga. I don't know if it's gonna pull back or not. We will see. We have our remaining Panzer Corps. Let's group it around here maybe, so it's not far from the railhead and has as much fuel as possible. Here is the HQ. Can I do the HQ build-up maybe? The combat units. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it, boys. Okay. Okay. And I think that's about it when it comes to Army Group Center. We are quite close to joining up the both pincers around Moscow, and I wonder how it's gonna look after the Soviet turns. If they're gonna counterattack us here, or are they gonna try to cut off our panzers? And the big question is, how much fuel will we have next turn? Next turn. How does the time look? We have about 5 more minutes. About 5 more minutes. Let me take a look. Let's move some of the infantry around here. Let's try to form a encirclement. There's some big fuel reservoir for our forces, but unfortunately these are not mobile. But nevertheless, let's capture as much territory as possible. These are high numbers of fuel. If only the tanks could get them somehow. Let's finish the stragglers. And slowly but surely our infantry corps crawl forwards. Infantry crawls forwards. That's the most interesting thing ever, of course. The unit. It's a unit. It's a unit. Let's finish the encirclement. Very good. We have one more division. That's from this corps. Yeah, we can send maybe informations a bit to the south. Slovakian Mobile Brigade. Crucial formation. The true punching power of the Wehrmacht. And way more stragglers. These divisions are totally not needed here. We could start sending some of them north maybe, or back and then rail them north. But is it really necessary? Is it really necessary? I don't know. Is it really necessary to move them around like so? Hard to decide where they are more useless. 50%, so send another one. It's about 99%. Send some to Vinica, and send some to Zhytomyr. 96, 100. And the last one, let's go to the other side of the Kiev. Okay, Slovakians. Can we now finish the job around here? Let's see. Still no. It has huge combat power, but pretty low effectiveness. Okay. Now it's finished, and the last Soviet unit in the Carpathian Mountains surrenders. Hooray! After 2 months of of sieging them up there, they surrender. Let's repair the railroad. Okay. Let's move the divisions and the brigades. Let's move the airplanes. Grenades and so on. Okay, something like this. Poltava captured. The airborne resists. Resists still. But it's their last stand. Exactly. Exactly. We showed them. Slowly but surely approach Kharkov. And we move 2 hexes. Okay. Will do. The Romanian armored division has 23 movement points. That's quite a considerable amount. Let's move the division over the river. Move this division over the river as well. Let's capture some cities. And is it gonna be enough? Let's see. Not really. Not really, but we can try again. And still not really. This one is gonna be enough, fortunately. Do we attack the 3-2 or the 2-3? Which is more likely? I think the 2-3. Or neither. The correct answer is neither. Send some troops to block the Crimea. Next turn we might even try to attack it. And the rest of the troops marches east. We have a lot of movement points. We could try to capture some more fuel around here and all the cities around Rostov, so our army group south divides into 2. Let's do this. Let's capture the city. I don't remember which ones are the ones that should be captured, so we'll capture everyone. I think there are 3 cities, and those 3 cities are, I think, one of 3 of those 5, or maybe this one as well. So let's see, is there any more fuel around here? 35 tons, 47 tons, that's a lot of fuel. 22, 2 and 2. That's quite a number. I will pull back over the river. I will pull back over the river, and this core I will recombine the division and try to fish for some more fuel. Not really here, maybe here, something, very well. And with this formation, 17. Okay, and with this core I can even live with it and attack the enemy. And with this core, let's capture Warszawgrad. Let's capture Warszawgrad. Can I do a HQ build-up around here? No, not even close. Do we drive for Stalingrad? Is it really worth it? Let's stay on this side of the river for now. Let's place the HQ around here. More movement points. Okay, let's stay around here, and yeah, we'll wait till the fuel comes online, and then we will drive from Stalingrad. I don't want to do anything with the Italians. Let them just sit there. They're not really needed. I cannot send them to Moscow because here you can see this line, Axis Ally limit line, and I cannot send any of the southern allies over this line, so they cannot help in conquering Moscow, and they cannot do anything down south because there are no enemies around there. So they're gonna sit on the rails and be a happy little Mussolini squad eating pizza and partying with the girls. Of course. We can do one more attack here. And it's successful. Nice. I almost missed it. Okay, I still don't know what to do with the tanks here. Should I pull them back? Pull them back a bit? Because if I pull them back, they burn the fuel while going back, so it's not really beneficial. Have I repaired the rail? Yes. Okay, I think that's all for this turn. I will end it. We'll see how the situation develops during the Soviet turn, and then I will end the video. So let's see. How does the Soviet counteraction look? Here's a short summary of our Moscow advancement. It's it's quite nice and pleasant to see the more and more hexes are being converted. And now the Soviet, Mr. Stalin. Mr. Stalin looked at Siberia. And let's see. Some reshuffles, some interdictions, some more interdictions, and more. And even more interdictions. That starts to get boring. I think the Soviets are pulling back from Moscow. They've created this line around here to prevent the encirclement, and they pulled back all the forces in front of Moscow. So we're gonna have harder time encircling it, but they probably will lose the city, and the city is all I need. They've opened these little pockets around Bryansk. I don't really care. Counterattacks on our panzers. Counterattacks against our infantry. And this one fails because it's a full division. I think. No, it's a regiment, but it still failed. The Finnish can now see a bit of the fighting. The Romanians get counterattacked. The Soviets have actually some forces around Kharkov. They go deeper and deeper. Poor Romanian calf. And now the big moment, and we held. That was something that I expected. After all, it's our X-Corps, and our X-Corps does not fail. Again, our X-Corps. X-Corps does not yield. Hopefully my game doesn't crash. I would be pissed if the game crashed. Okay. This infantry division had to retreat. There was a clear terrain there. The infantry regiment also retreats. The full division retreats. That's not a good sign. You see this line of the defense? What they are defending there? The fight is around Moscow, not around Ivanovo. One more attack on the X-Corps, and there is no chance of any success, unfortunately, for Mr. Stalin. And Mr. Lenin. Lenin is not alive. Well, after the revolution, Lenin is always alive. There was a communist slogan that Lenin is always alive and watching. Okay. They can counterattack as much as they want, but nothing good will come out of these counterattacks. Well, the Soviet forces, they are doomed, so they might die fighting as well. It won't change the outcome of the war. In any way. Some more interdictions around Bryansk. Okay, come on. We have no time for interdictions. Come on. Okay, our logistics ends. Let's see the combat losses. The Soviets have breached 2 million losses, out of which 1.5 million has been captured, and we have 150,000 men lost. Okay, the situation now, the hex at Osinovets has only 26 defensive value, so it's gonna be easy prey for our formations, for example tanks. The encirclement here holds, here doesn't hold, here also doesn't hold. The most important question is the situation around Moscow. The situation is intriguing because the Soviets have escaped and abandoned Moscow. You can see here some possible avenues of attack: 10, 7, 10, 0, 11. That's something you can capture. For example, this 10, 10, and this hex around here. How's our fuel? It's quite high, 46. So I don't want to be pessimist, but Moscow might be captured. Here we have not received any more fuel, unfortunately. So my idea of getting further back to receive more fuel is probably better. Even though I dropped fuel to the divisions, it also hasn't worked at all. Strange. A bit strange for my taste. Okay, and here nothing happened. One big question is, has the Army Group B, the Army Group South divided into two, the Army Group A and Army Group B. And Walter Moller, the commander of the X-Corps, has been promoted. Nice job. Army Group B has arrived. Croatian Infantry Regiment and Finnish Coastal Brigade has arrived. The machine gun battalions withdrew, and Slovakian Corps withdrew as well. So Army Group South has been renamed to Army Group A. Also, division has changed the table of equipment. Some plane upgrades. We have 10,000 more Hueys. Hilvsviliga. Yeah, something happened. Replacements. Yeah, that's all. So this corps has quite a number of movement points, but not enough to get to Stalingrad in one go, unfortunately. Okay, so I'll be ending the video here. Maybe tomorrow, maybe in the next week, maybe in a few days time, I will be closing on Moscow and also on Leningrad, and will be drawing to the end of our campaign. Slowly but surely. It's turn 10, the high time to close on Moscow and on Leningrad. The Voronezh city is still a bit far away, but the only limiting factor is the tempo of our Schützen, so the privates marching, aiming at the city. Okay, thanks guys. It was a eventful video. Thanks guys, see you guys in the 50 movement points. That's a lot. That was a nice evening, and see you next time. Bye!